We're through, we're at our gate. This is the busiest I've ever seen Mexico City airport. I'm not even joking. It is so busy. From the moment we got in, so we're in Terminal 2, which is basically just Aeromexico and Delta. And the line for Aeromexico is, like, it wraps around the building, basically. Luckily we flew Delta, and it was a pretty short line, but then getting through security, oh my god, you guys. It was, everybody's just trying to do their job, I get it. But the amount of staff that they have, and the pace in which they are processing the amount of people that are coming through, the amount of people that are traveling is insane. I can't believe it. It's like normal. I don't understand. So we're headed to New York. We've got our COVID test that we took in Mazatlan, and to fly to New York, you have to fill out like a travel form for them, and then obviously when you fly from Mexico, anywhere within Mexico, you have to fill out their contact tracing form. So we've been giving away a lot of our life details today, but all in the name of getting home for Christmas. We're in New York. We're walking to immigration now. We sat on that airplane for so long. There's so much snow out there, so they're like still plowing all the gates and stuff, but well, I feel like all I did was sit on this airplane today. But look at all that snow. But we're here. Let's just get through immigration and get home. I made it to New York after a very, very long day of travel. Mexico City airport was so busy. I looked at the video as I was editing it, and I realized that the video footage that I took doesn't really show how busy it was, because the end of the terminal where Delta flights go from, it was pretty quiet because actually there weren't that many Delta flights. But the rest of Terminal 2, the rest of the people flying with Aeromexico, it was insanity. I'm telling you, as soon as we walked into the terminal from like getting out of the Uber, we we were like confronted with just a huge line, and we'd given ourselves pretty much exactly 2 hours, and I'm so glad that we weren't flying with Aeromexico, because if we were, 2 hours would not have been enough. Like, that line was insane, you guys. It was crazy. The Delta line was much shorter. We got through. Security was a bit of a struggle. It was just so busy. They couldn't process the amount of people. There were just too many staff. It just wasn't conducive to like keeping your distance. Everyone was stressed because people are stressed when they travel anyway. But it was flying at Christmas, I guess. I just thought that it wouldn't be quite as busy as it was. But our flight was great. I love Delta. They're my favorite airline to fly with between Mexico City and New York. I use them pretty much every time I fly back and forth, probably for the last 4 years. So yeah, I think they're doing a great job. As if you've been following along with our travels for the last few months, you will know that we've taken a fair few flights internally in Mexico, and no seats are being blocked off here. Every flight that I've taken since September has been almost completely full. So it was really nice to get on this Delta flight, and all of the middle seats were blocked off, regardless of whether you were in first class or Comfort Plus we were in, which was like a free upgrade that we got when we checked in at the airport, or normal economy. Every middle seat was blocked off. However, the rest of the seats were pretty much full, so flights are like at capacity based on the things that are being done right now. All of the overhead bins were full. Like, it was it was flying at Christmas time. I'm really like surprised. Maybe I shouldn't be that surprised that so many people are still on the move, but yeah, before we flew, we got a COVID test as required by New York State right now. And then before we arrived in New York, we had to fill out like a travel form. It's basically a contact tracing form. And then they are now like kind of checking up on us. You can quarantine for 3 days and then test out of the quarantine. And then, as long as obviously you test negative, or you can quarantine for 2 weeks if you don't want to pay for the tests, which are not that cheap if you want to find out the results within the next like day or two. So yeah, we're enjoying our time at home. It's really great to see my family. I haven't been home for over a year now, last September. And it's been almost 3 years since Luke has been back to visit my family. So after the year we've had, it feels like I've come home. It feels really grounding, really relaxing, and it's cold. So we've got lots of layers on. We're living like we've not lived in a while. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, or at least found it helpful if you're thinking about flying between Mexico and the US. I will also film as we fly back to Mexico. We are going back to Mexico. A lot of you were asking, thinking that this was it. But no, we are returning to Mexico in the new year. So yeah, I'll film that leg for you as well. This will be my last video before Christmas, and only 1 or 2 more before the new year. I've tried to do videos of being back in the US in the past, and nobody cares. So for the most part, I'll see you when we're back in Mexico, back in the warmth of the sun rather than the warmth of the direct heat coming out of this apartment. But anyway, thank you guys for following along this year. Thank you for continuing along with me on this journey that has been a wild ride this year. It's been tough for all of us. I'm sure I can say that. It's definitely been difficult to navigate this sphere, the travel world, the travel industry in 2020, respectfully and sustainably and with caution and care for the country that I'm in and for the people that have welcomed me into their country. So thank you for following along. Thank you so much for your support, for your likes, for your comments, for your shares, for your following along on my email list, for commenting and sharing on social media. It means so much to me. You guys have been like my pillars this year, and you've really held me upright. So I'm so grateful to have you along on this journey to continue into 2021. God knows what is gonna come, but I can't wait to see, and I hope that you will enjoy being along for that journey as well. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.